Welcome to the CEO Crowd Show. I'm your host and coach, Rebecca Nesbitt. And after working in coaching for nearly a decade, 9 years and 9 months to be precise, I realized working alongside government organizations and $1 million a year coaching company, and then having my own online coaching business for the past nearly 2 years now, I realized that we are not meant to do this alone. And that is why the CEO crowd exists. The idea behind the CEO crowd is that if you want to grow your business, you're going to have to connect with business owners that have real woman vibes that are here to support you. Oh my gosh, yes. And that's what you'll find in the show. You'll find real entrepreneurship tips that I've tried and tested and worked for me or worked for someone in our community, as well as in depth coaching from nearly 10 years of experience. And today is something special, y'all. I'm just going to call it out. First of all, it's coming into 2024 and everyone's raving about it. Everyone's getting excited. So, what we're going to do today is we're going to call our shot for 2024. And this is as behind the scenes a look as you can get in a business. I'm going to tell you what's changing and why. And this is going to be just so cool. If you're a part of our membership or you're a part of our network, then this is going to be a cool update. And for those interested in business strategy, this is just one of the little gals in the space that's decided to shift and pivot her business into membership, getting started, shooting a big shot, and getting really excited for the next year. So I'm excited you're here. And today, what I'm going to share is I'm going to share two things. I'm going to share a little bit of a chat on limits and then on membership structure, as well as our vision for 2024. So let's start with limits. And a big part of me wishes that it was October 3rd and I could double quote Mean Girls and say the limit does not exist. However, it is not October 3rd and the limit does exist. So when we speak about limits, what are we talking about? Limit one, so we have two limits. Limit one is that, as I said, I've done a lot in the coaching world. So I was in high ticket one-to-one coaching and we've transitioned into membership. So it's a very different day. Making $9,000 in a day is very different to making $49 in a day. And that takes its own little mindset shift. But originally, and I share those numbers because when you're looking to make the same amount, but you're bringing in less per person, then automatically your mind says it has to be maximum scalability. And also, the reason why we transitioned to membership was for time freedom, for maximum time freedom. And we all start our entrepreneurship journey, I believe, for some version of freedom, but time freedom is always the one that people really want. They want control over their time, and I totally get it. And I mean, some people are really bougie, and that's not what you'll that's not what you'll find here. Some people want the time freedom so that they can, live in one of the most beautiful cities in the world and go to like a bougie lunch and like maybe have a champagne because like they work for themselves. So like, woo, YOLO. And I love that. If that's your vision, I love that for you. My vision is just like a little bit different. And I just like the fact that today I live on a ranch and we have a calf, and this is going to go in such a way that you probably did not expect. We have a calf that is not nursing off its mom, and it's 50 shades of drama. So we're like going down, checking if it's nursing, it's not. We have to bake bottles, we have to feed the calf. It's so cute because it's a calf. Oh my gosh. And like I'm covered in unmentionable fluids. I'm not gonna lie. And I've got my dungarees on 1 minute and I'm like on the quad down to this like little calf and like checking on it. And then I'm like zooming back up and then I'm like dungarees off. I'm here for my call. And it's wild, but that's how I like my life. Like I like to be able to do things like that. And your version of freedom, my darlings, is going to be different. Maybe you don't want to be knee deep in cow fluids and like running your day like that and then jumping on calls. Personally, I just love it. And it just gives me such joy. Your entrepreneurship journey vision, I hope that it comes true for you, whatever it looks like. And it doesn't have to look like it looks like on Instagram. Mine certainly doesn't. So Nobody's posting that on their Instagram, that's for sure. So I wanted to give you that little insight into why we shifted into membership, because it's for the time leverage. And the thing is that it's also so that you can scale, because the time leverage piece, I couldn't access more of it because I couldn't take any more clients than I had, or I would lose a lot of my time freedom. And that becomes a real problem for me. So that's why we've kind of shifted, as well as the membership actually came really naturally. We started putting on networking events in April of last year. People came, people loved it, people came back. It was amazing. People that asked, what's next? What else? We want more. So I delivered what people asked for. And it's been such a gift. It really has been. But what I understand, going from this idea of like it has to be maximum scalability, is that maybe it doesn't. Because myself and my husband, we joined a mastermind this year, and it's wonderful. It's great. We love it. But I feel personally, and this is not a slight on anyone, ain't no drama in this house. I feel personally like I'm being lost in a big sea of people, and I'm not necessarily finding my people. And that's ruining the experience for me. So I don't want people to experience that in something that I create. So what do? You introduce a limit. And we are here for community. So the community needs to be big enough that there's enough people that are invested, engaged, and showing up to things, and people to collaborate with, as well as it being small enough to genuinely feel like, like you live in a small town of 200 people and you know everyone, and you know who you can ask for support, and you know who you can go to if you want to collaborate on Instagram Live, and you know who will know a person that you could connect with that's in your niche, and you know that they'll know them because they do something similar, or they're just super helpful, or you've heard them speak about it before. I wanted to create that. So speaking of a town of 200 people, our crowd is 200 people, and that's limit one. So we had to introduce this limit so that we can all get what we want. It's a win-win-win situation, right? And when it comes to limit two, this one is going to be a little harder hitting. So I understand that. And I send so much love to everyone that has come to our events and re-attended our events, because it's been such a privilege to serve and continue to serve and to connect you with people. And you will not be discounted from the information from our events. So if you're not a part of our network and you're interested in how we do this, we have networking calls every Monday. And then after our Monday calls, we send out an email to our whole network and we share people's businesses and what they're looking for support with. So if you can support someone, that email is just a list of opportunities of people that you can help. And it might be through paid services, but it also might be through just advice and support and someone that is looking for accountability. And hey, so are you. So you will always get those emails. But our networking groups, we have to limit to one attendance only if you're in our network. And our members, fortunately, we can give them unlimited access. But I understand that's going to be hard for some people. So I want to say, because this is the thing, when you make changes in a business, and for anyone that's not, and you're just listening to this and you're not interested in what we do here, that's totally cool. But if you can take this insight, some calls you make suck and it hurts and you don't want to do it and you're like scared to do it. Like I genuinely, like I've put off recording this and talking about this for the longest time because it's just feels so hard and I never wanted to do it. But we don't have the capacity to share with as many people as want to come in the door. We're at max capacity and we can't scale anymore when we're wanting to keep an intimate setting in our networking events. So we're limiting our networking events for non-members to one attendance per year. And if you want to come more, like join the membership, come along. But if you don't, that's totally cool, because for anyone in our network, if you still want to have that connection, and maybe the membership is not for you right now, and I want to honor people that it's not right for, or that they're not looking to make an investment right now, that's totally cool. Our CEO Crowd Network is always going to be free, and you will be invited to our network-wide events. And our last network-wide event was so good, and we got such great attendance. From the size of email list we had, we nearly had half sign up for our event. And that's huge. Like, typical email conversion is 1%, just to give you an idea. Like, that is huge. And I feel so privileged and blessed and grateful to have served everyone there. And with that, we're introducing more. So we'll have a network-wide event in February, May, and August of next year, which is really exciting, as well as, drum roll please, in-person events in March in Texas and June in London, the UK. So we are super excited to announce that. And this is how we can continue to support you, but more importantly, connect you with other people and get you FaceTime with other women who actually are just like you and who understand that we go further together. So I'm really excited to announce those things. And I know that it came with like a little bit of sadness, but if we want to support as many women as we're looking to support, even at 200, to get 200 clients, I want to give everyone an idea of this, and we teach this in our programs and in everything that we do at the CEO Crowd. I'm always talking about this, is we work on a 10-to-1 ratio. So to get one client, if you have to take 100 actions to get that one client, then imagine how many women we need to meet. And I'm an entrepreneur, I'm not a mathematician. Imagine how many women we need to connect with to get 200. It's a lot for, one human and a support team of currently kind of 1.5. I've got someone that's helping us with our virtual assistant work as well as our lead gen. So it's a lot for us, and we're a small team, and we're excited to do more, but to do more, some things have to be sacrificed. So we shared that with a lot of love. And our events, if you're wondering what they're going to be, are going to be based on our latest market research. I love doing market research. Oh my gosh, I do it more than anything else. And we will gather topics that will be really relevant and related to what's current, because we want to be what you need at the time and not what I think that we should be. Like, this is not a fan club. I'm not at the top telling you what you need to learn and know, because I think that you already know what you need to do and know and learn. And all that we're doing is asking for what you think, collating it, and delivering you what you need and making it as custom as possible, instead of telling you this is what you need to learn. You already know. I don't need to tell you. So that's what our events will be based on. It will be based on current market research. I am just not your guru, and it is my job to respond to our community, and that is what I will do. So with that, our limits are over. So 200 in our membership and 1 attendance per year to our CEO Crowd networking events. But everyone is invited to every network-wide event, every in-person event. You are so welcome to come by. Now let's chat a little bit about our membership structure and the things that are going to change there. Excuse my water break. And a lot of this is more for people in our membership, but I know that a lot of people that listen are people that have their own membership. So I think this would be really useful if you run a community, so that you can see how we're responding to market research and how we're shifting things up going into 2024. So first of all, we run co-working sessions in our membership. So we run bi-weekly co-working, because we really do exist to give you the skills to do the work, to build the habits of consistency, and to actually do that, not build the habit of coming and getting like hype once a week and then going away and doing nothing with it. Come and work, like come do the work. We love that, right? That's what we all exist to do in our businesses, is do the work. And a lot of people go a million other directions and don't do this part. So if you are someone that like really wants to do the work, you'll love this, because co-working is such a gift. Essentially, you come to a call, get a little bit of hype from me. I haven't lost that coach in 10 years. So get a little bit of hype, a little bit of inspiration, excitement, and then launch into your work session. So What's going to change is that our co-working sessions are going to be extended from 60 minutes to 90 minutes in the new year. And the first co-working session of the month will be focused on social media with resources and support to really help our members to stay consistent. This is the number one problem that we're seeing from market research is inconsistency on social media. So we're just going to make that easier. That really is it. So that's something that's changing in our membership structure. And the next thing that's changing is as of Q3. So I think that everyone's started to do their Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 planning for next year. If you've been in business for a hot minute, this would be a really long time to like get to grips with is how you plan for a year. But once you get it, you really do think about things in quarters, or at least I do. So as of Q3, we will no longer have master classes. And these will actually be replaced with collaboration sessions. So I love inviting people that essentially our membership asked for into our membership. So our membership asked for social media training, for human design training is coming in the new year. We've had energy training, we've had somatic healing. We've had a lot come through our membership, and we're very fortunate for the masterclass speakers that we've had have been excellent, have always gifted us extra resources, and have just been the absolute dream. And again, like it comes with sadness of almost choosing not to do that anymore because we're making way for something different. And the thing that's different is that I believe that you should have the mic. That's it. I believe that you should have the mic and you should get support with what you need that's deeper than just client referrals. Like, we don't need more knowledge in terms of our masterclasses, we need more action. And to come to a call, to get in a small group of people and to genuinely collaborate. What are you doing? How can I help? Accountability. I need more IG lives. Like, I need support with this. To get that support, oh, that is dreamy. Especially in a community where everyone knows each other and knows exactly who you should speak to. Oh my gosh. So we're really excited to launch that in Q3. So our masterclass speakers are arranged for Q1 and 2. And then after that, we will go into collaboration sessions that are going to be so much fun. And we'll have teaser collaboration sessions in the upcoming months to make sure that they are the right call, because that's really important, but also just to be fun, like just to be fun and enjoyable. And our first one is going to be on the 4th of January. We're going to test out a collaboration session. So I'm excited to see how that's going to go. And I feel like it's going to go really well. But Q3, we're looking to change to masterclasses. Should all go well because you need to test these things and decide if they work. So this is just how we're thinking to change things. Everything is subject to change. And the next change that we're making is as of February 1st, and this is a fixed change. This is 100% happening. We are only offering annual memberships. And I think in a world where people can pay monthly for things and how that is, it's more affordable to people. And I heard someone earlier speak about the economic downturn, and I understand these things. But the reason that we're offering annual memberships is because we're building a tight-knit community, not like a wishy-washy, floppy, come in, come out one. And I know that there are memberships out there, and I've been a part of them, where people have come in and out. And you can feel it when you're in the membership. You can feel it when people leave and it's weird and you don't see them. And, that just doesn't feel good to anyone. And also, being in it for a year, like, we want to know you as a person, not as like the next person that came into the program and like you're just a number. No, 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 no. We want to know you. We want to support you over an extended period of time, for better or for worse, my darlings. We want to be there for you, and we want to know you, and we want to be able to support your business the best that we can. And you can't support someone's business the best you can if you've got 1 million people in your membership, or two, people coming in and out all the time. That doesn't serve anyone. So we're shifting because this is a commitment, and we're excited to make it and get you the best results possible, because you're just not a number in our crowd. You're part of a movement and you matter. So those are some changes that are coming. And before we clock off for today, then our vision for 2024 is Very simple. It is to connect and support female entrepreneurs. It will never change. And there are ways that I could spice that up, and there's headline training I could go on, and I could figure out a whole vision statement. But really simply, that's it. We just want to help each other. And the way that we're going to do that, three kind of main ways we're going to do that is one, we're going to offer more large scale events while maintaining the intimacy of a group of your girlfriends, both online and in person, which we've already mentioned. We want to host 200 women in our membership. And I know that it feels like a stretch, but I believe in us because 200 is a lot of people. Just to highlight, 200 still feels like a lot of people. Right now, we have, let me look at my numbers. We have 15, 16, 17. We have 17 in our squad right now, 18 including myself. So we have some numbers to make up. So it's a big push, but it's a really exciting one. And the next goal that we have is we want to surpass 100 loan donations to Kiva. So currently we've donated to 58 women worldwide. And these are, mamas who want to send their kids to college and their business is the vehicle for that. Or it's just women with a vision, just like you, that they want to change their lives or change their circumstances. It's women who want to scale. There are 58 stories of women that we've directly impacted, and we want to grow that with every woman that joins us. The more people that join, the more opportunities we have to donate, the more donations get made, the more money comes back into the pot that can get relended out again. It's such a gift. And at 58, I know that 100 is achievable. I just know it. And do you know what? Because I know it, I'm changing it right now. We're talking about shooting a bigger shot and we're very close to 100. So why don't we make it 300? Oh, that was scary. Well, I'm very glad that you witnessed the shift of that to a very big number, in my opinion. But I feel like if we've got 58 already, it's almost like a disservice to say that we couldn't do 300. So I believe in us. Let's surpass 300 loans to Kiva in 2024. Let's host 200 women in our membership and then offer our larger scale events while maintaining the intimacy of your group of girlfriends. Oh, in a nutshell, that is our CEO crowd. A lot of the reasons why we do what we do and why we're changing them. And I think that, for me personally, this is going to be an episode to go back and re-listen and reignite excitement. And also I would like to think that I can listen to this in a year's time and be super proud of what we've achieved. And for you, I hope that you learned something about someone calling a bigger shot, even if it was like literally last minute at the end, they decide to up a number by 200 because that's appropriate. Or you just learned a little something that you could take away and implement into your business, and you could test it out and you could try it and you could see if it works for you. If it works for us, it potentially could. And if it's something that we haven't introduced yet, then who's to say that it wouldn't work for you either? So I would love to hear over at the CEO Crowd on Instagram what you are working on for 2024. So hop on over there and let me know. That would be such a gift. I'd love to hear from y'all and answer questions and be a part of what you're creating and promote you with us. If you want some opportunities to promote and be on that opportunities email and be a part of our network, we'd love to see you there. Again, the links are in the description. And until the next time, then as always, we will be over here believing in you. You've got this. And we're wishing you the absolute best of luck and in business and in love and in joy and in happiness for 2024.